Welcome back to the news at 10. Who murdered Mana Ulibarri? Her family has been trying to get answers to that question since 1979. For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4 Senior Crime and Punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with part 2 of this Justice Files report.
Mana Ulibarri's 1979 murder remains a cold case, but now there's developments that appear promising that could bring closure for her family.
She was obviously in that bar and seen a lot of people that night.
On April 17, 1979, Mana Heather Ulibarri is at Billy O's Tavern near 900 West in Salt Lake City. That night is the last time anyone sees or hears from the 24-year-old Ulibarri.
Mom said it's not. She would have contacted me that day or the next morning, she said, and said she wasn't coming home. And my mother was saying that there was something wrong, and she called the police.
About a week later, Salt Lake City police find Ulibarri's body in the Jordan River. The autopsy reveals she's been raped and strangled.
It was devastating, obviously.
At the time, Ulibarri, a known lesbian, lives with her partner at a home in Salt Lake City's north side. They, along with detectives, turn to her for information. They learn about the night at Billy O's Tavern where she meets two men. According to a 1979 police report, the woman claims Ulibarri leaves the tavern in her car with two men, and these two men wanted her to do something, but she wouldn't go along with it and beat her up, got rid of her car by burning it and throwing her in the river.
And neither one of them said no, they'd seen her at the night there she was playing pool, but they left early because they had to go to work the next day. And I started in with, "Excuse me? Her car was just found behind your house on fire."
Ulibarri's partner tells police the clothes had been taken off and are in the house someplace, and possibly two male Mexicans were involved. At the time, few details are released to the public about how Ulibarri's killed. It prompts the detective to ask the woman how she knows all this. She says she just had a feeling that that is what happened to her. Last week, a private investigator meets with Ulibarri's partner.
Uncanny that her feelings were almost letter by letter spot on verbatim what happened to poor Mana that night. So don't know, I don't believe she was a party to the incident, but she had knowledge of it.
Asked if she murdered Ulibarri, she says in the police report she loved her very much and she could no way take the life of Mana Ulibarri.
Was she a part of it? I don't know.
Ulibarri's family doesn't believe she's killed by someone at the tavern. Instead, they say Ulibarri's partner has a son who's now dead, but at the time resented the lesbian relationship.
I can't believe he was never interviewed. Did he take off? Was he out of state? But still, don't they go find him to interview him? I don't know. I don't recall him being interviewed. My mom, it was a nightmare to her all the way through because we wanted closure. There's not a time that goes by that we don't think about her.
Police did collect DNA from the crime scene, and sources tell us that they're now having it retested. Salt Lake City Police did not return our calls for comment. Now, by the way, there's a $10,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest and or conviction. For more information on that, visit our website, abc4.com, click on this story, and follow the link. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.